precious souls. Welcome to my happy space. My computer camera and video system is saying not today, but I'm a little determined, so we're going to use my phone. I keep hearing you've left them so thirsty. They're so hungry. They're thirsty. And what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is you've cut off supply to somebody who used to harvest and feed off your energy. So let's see what this is all about, guys. Calling in your higher self, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, and your ancestors. There's the one up there giggling. They're so thirsty. Oh dear, there's a bunch of people hungry and thirsty because a lot of this collective seems to have cut off their supply. They don't get to feed off you anymore. What's this all about, Spirit? Please come through for the collective watching. Ooh, yeah, got it right. Ooh, what's this all about? Oh my. Okay, so somebody's fighting, there's a death card, an end to something where they putting 10 swords in your back. They're still in the background yakking. I'm hearing yak, gossip. Because they didn't want to do the work. They wanted your energy, but they didn't want to earn the energy. Oh, how rude. We don't stand for that. Hope they enjoyed the meal while it was being fed, because I'm hearing that the collective I'm speaking with leveled up big time. Big glow up here. Okay, give us a little more, baby. Yeah, they're clinging on. They don't want this to come to an end. They're thirsty. So hungry. All right, we've got strength in the upright, and we've got beautiful, the 4 of Wands. Your strength is bringing so much stability to your life right now. Yeah, you were dealing with the King of Swords in reverse. That's someone who's, ooh, he's a very nasty individual. He's someone who's a complete liar. I'll tell you that. A complete liar. I'm also hearing he has no integrity. Thank you for that, Spirit. No integrity. And they're clinging with the 4 of Pentacles. They are like gripping. They want you back. They're not ready to say goodbye. They're hungry. Oh, they're receiving some karma. Thank you, Spirit. That's why they're hungry. They're being cut away from any tasty supplies. You know, the kind of essence that only you would enjoy. Oh my gosh. This could be male or female I'm talking to in this collective. They have shown me nothing to suggest masculine or feminine that I'm speaking with. I think it's a bunch of you. Yeah, they refuse to do the healing with the star in reverse. They refuse to do the healing, so they don't get their heart's desire, their big wish come true. But you have to do the work. You know, like, you can look back in your past, if you were to just do a quick look back, and all the people who fed off of your beautiful, creative, abundant energy. Yeah, 9 of Cups in reverse. They had a shot at you. They had a shot at such heart's fulfillment, and they didn't do the work. They chose an easier supply. They chose someone who's more gullible. I'm hearing, though, that this King of Swords was highly easy to manipulate. And they were. And they actually, with the Sun in reverse, they gave up their chance at the ultimate happiness with you. Pay that no mind, okay? We can't feel sorry for the people that came at us and took from us. We can empathize because we've had it done to us, but this is a part of their karma, what they're going through, and this is going to help them trigger their own growth. But you're going to be moving on without them. Yeah, they wanted you heavily burdened. You're heavily burdened right now, I'm hearing. A lot of you are still wearing this person's energy because they refuse to let go. So, very important, okay? If you feel the drain of somebody's energy and you know it's not yours, you're trying to shine, you're trying to do your thing, you're still staying focused, you're working on your own goals, and if things are stagnant or it feels like you're, in quicksand or running in mud, start pouring into a creative outlet, any creative outlet. It cuts that tie, okay? Because then you're using your energy, your supply, that beautiful essence of manifestation that you have, that they were feeding off of, and you're pouring it into you. That cuts off theirs. They can't have it then. This is how it works, guys. We don't question the magical. We just do what we're told. told, and that's the playbook. That's what we're gonna do, right? Woo! I'll be transmuting some energy for sure. I'll be alchemizing. In this little happy space, I've got all kinds of little creative projects on the go now. It started like this. Okay, yep. So you might want to spend some time alone in a hermit mode, right? Spend time alone, really get to know this incredible new version of you, because some of you have freshly walked away from this person. That's why they're like, feed me. You freshly cut away from them, broken that, because you started to see if they're not going to do the work, why would I want to walk them like I don't need a project. I don't need a project, right? If I'm going to have anybody in my life, they're going to be somebody who puts forth the effort and they've done the healing work. Okay, they don't have to be perfect, right? We're all human, but they can at least try and not try to manipulate me and keep me on the shelf waiting for them or whatever it is, right? This was an air sign, potentially. It could have been an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Doesn't have to be. I never stick to those signs. It's the energy they were embodying. So a heavy thinker. This person was very cold, very detached. I'm hearing an avoidant, potentially. So every time things got really great, thank you, Spirit, they'd skedaddle. And yes, we know, okay, as healers and as empaths, and light workers, we do know, we can see and read the higher self of everybody. But that's what got us into trouble, right? Because we could see their potential. We could see the innocent child inside that got broken, that got hurt, that got, had a difficulty in life enough that they couldn't express their emotions, or they were afraid to commit because they were shattered before and still haven't got over the trauma and all that stuff. We could see all that good stuff. But the problem is, and what we were meant to learn, okay, is not everybody meets their potential. In fact, there are a great many thus far, that have not met their potential. So we're falling for or trying to support people that we see this incredible side of them because we're reading their essence. But that's their higher self, their soul. They haven't done that work yet. Then trust what they show you. Okay? Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. Look what's coming in, guys. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So, oh my gosh, 10 of Pentacles. That's because you moved on to calmer waters, okay, with the 6 of Swords and the Empress. Oh my gosh, come on now. And the Ace of Swords, the Empress. You are stepping into your highest, most aligned frequency, your highest timeline. You are jumping timelines. There's no way if this person started right now, started to do this healing, it would take them so much time to catch up to where you are. You're being called to move on. So yeah, you were sitting on the fence, you figured this out, you said, no, I'm done, it's enough. Yeah, you were dealing with someone, King of Wands in reverse, who was very narcissistic. It was all about them. It was their way or the highway, and they overplayed that wand in many places, I'm hearing, if you know what I mean. Very passionate. But this is someone who acted with passion, in passionate state, for passionate reasons. They weren't looking to settle down. Commitment terrified them. Thank you, Spirit, for that. So you've got brand new beginnings in love, heart's fulfillment, brand new, oh, this is amazing. Brand new beginnings, big. When you see these aces, they are blessings from the divine, okay? There's a hand that comes out of nowhere and has these. You're getting the truth, okay? You are getting clarity. This is a beautiful gift from the divine. You're also getting channeled messages. That thing that you were wondering, is this true that I'm feeling? Yes. Trust your instincts. Absolutely is. In fact, you're getting the whole backstory now. I know I'm getting all kinds of interesting things. I already knew a lot of what was going on behind my back. Now I'm really getting it. And that's going to freak out. There's a couple observers out there that are worried I know what I know. And they follow my page. They subscribe or whatever to my YouTube, but they're under hidden profiles, which some of you are getting that too. You're being heavily watched, and I'm just saying, yeah, we know. I'm going to speak on behalf of the collective. Yes, we know a lot more than you realize, and it's being divinely granted. So trust your instincts, guys. 3 aces. Whew, I'd say you're heavily supported in your brand new beginning, and the 10 of Pentacles. All your beautiful security, confidence, the happy family, happy home, happy, security, wealth, prosperity, everything, good health, it's all being gifted to you for what you've been through, because this person was allowed to come at you and rack up as much karma as they needed to, that when you finally completely turned around and walked away, all the burdens are being lifted. Thank you, angels. Take them off us. That's what we're saying. We're done. Take it off. It's not ours. And everything, the karma that's due to them, they're receiving, and all the karma that's due to my beautiful collective here, you are receiving. Good job. Like I said, your strength is building your own stability. You didn't need to take this person who was like dead weight. Dead weight, man. So imagine what you could do now that you're not carrying someone on your shoulder, right? Not just carrying someone dead weight on your shoulder, but you were carrying their karma, their baggage, you were carrying all their drama, and this person was doing things in the background to slow down your progress. It's like, I'm picturing, thank you, Spirit, that's an interesting analogy. I'm seeing this toddler where the parent is trying to walk through a store and, pick up fruit for lunch, whatever, and this toddler's dragging by their ankles, because they want sugar, they want something, a chocolate bar. And I'm picturing that's what happens with narcissistic people that have, they're stunted, their growth has been stunted. They're still at the age from when they first experienced that heavy trauma that they never tried to heal because they avoided it. It was too painful. So you might be talking about somebody who's like 6 years old or acts like an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old. It's like throwing sand in the sandbox. So I'm seeing every time they didn't get their way, they'd throw their hissy, they'd do their thing, they'd do their massive lies. King of Swords in reverse, major liar, major. And there might have also been 2 people. Spirit, thank you. They're saying both of these are 2 separate energies, 2 separate people, entities, okay? Thank you. I thought they were the 2 characteristics of the same person. There were 2 people. The King of Swords was one, and the King of Wands in reverse was another. These 2 worked together. You're going to know what I'm talking about. Yes, you are, because you're not going to overthink it. Don't overthink it. It's going to come to you. These 2 secretly were connected, working together. Was there 2 things that seemed awfully interestingly close? Some interesting ties there. You're going to see it. Don't fight to see it. That's what this Ace of Swords is. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. This main character. So this could be a fire sign. It doesn't have to be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Does not have to be. Okay. One of them was in cahoots with the other, and I'm getting may or may not have had something promised to them for entering your world, wooing you. Okay. I'm not kidding. That's for some of you. That's for some of you. And if you're of my collective, yep. I just didn't see what they were trying to say here, and I didn't. Yeah, thank you, Spirit, for pointing that out. All right, so someone may have been promised something to come in and pretty much finish you off, okay? Because you know too much. You're divinely connected. Your intuition's bang on, and they know you know. Empress energy. Male or female, doesn't matter. This is the energy you are embodying. You're highly intuitive, highly healing, and a super magnet manifester, okay? And really hot, by the way, because the Empress is pretty charismatic. Like, just your energy alone, they want to drink it up, right? So you started cutting ties with people that didn't serve you, and that left you feeling out in the cold at first because they were pulling on your energy. Some of them were doing spell work in the background. Yeah, they were, because they didn't want you to become independently wealthy and start to do your glow up. Too late. Look at you now. You're shining on your own, building your own wealth, having faith in yourself, independently, comfortable in your own skin, because it sure is better than what you left behind, right? Yeah, you're tapped into the divine, and you're coming out of the cold now. You don't. There's an offer coming in. I think this is going to grab onto this Ace of Pentacles, this Page of Pentacles. There's something special, some new beginning coming in, and it's going to bring about this abundance that you're overdue, okay? And there's the Page of Swords. That's the one. They're looking from the sidelines, from somehow on your social media or something. They are stalking you. They want to see. They're curious. What's going on? They're thinking. They're trying to strategize. Thank you, Spirit. They're strategizing. How can I come forward and still get back in their energy? So you're mindful. You already know this. I'm talking to somebody who already knows all this. Yeah. They're done. They're thirsty. They're hungry. Okay, anything else that we need to know at this time, Spirit? I'll crack into this one. So if the video cuts off, oh well, you know, I'm a trooper. I'm gonna keep going with this, trying to get my messages out. Sometimes the videos work, sometimes they don't. I've got a lot of crystals, a lot of protection here though. Anything else that this beautiful collective, this super powerhouse collective needs to know at this time, Spirit? Oh, talking to your higher self, calling in your ancestors. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. They want me to speak of this. They're saying unexpected financial windfall, lump sum, wills, deeds, trust funds, inheritance, solid foundation, privilege, inheritance, and ancestry. You're breaking through ancestral cycles. That's what I'm hearing right now. And not just that, some of these people played heavily with your money in the background. That's all going to come to light. You know who I'm talking about. Some of you, this has to do with a house. Some of you. But they played heavily on your financial abuse, I'm hearing. Financial abuse, among the other abuses. Wow, my heart goes out to you guys, but we've been through it, but look at us. And it's going to get way better, okay? If you're still in this 5 of Pentacles energy, keep creating. Transmute and alchemize that energy where they're still tapped into you. Be creative, do anything. I know I think I'm gonna paint a paddle, another canoe paddle. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm doing it. I just keep creative in any way I can, even poetry, writing your journals. What is this? Okay, Death in reverse, Emperor, oh my gosh, Knight of Wands in reverse, 4 of Coins in reverse, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, okay, so they wanted to be someone who, they misused their power. They misused their authority in your life. This could have been a spiritual connection of some kind. I'm hearing they came back lifetime after lifetime. They always controlled you in every lifetime. And they're doing this, trying to do the same. This one, it didn't work, okay? They're trying to not allow this to close. They're still sitting on their throne going, I own you. I'm hearing like it's like a possessiveness, like a dog urinating on something saying mine, like really? No. Knight of Wands in reverse, yeah, they're confirming this is someone who is very narcissistic, okay? They really honestly are incapable at this time or potentially ever to really see their flaws, be accountable for anything that they do. How can you heal if you're not even accountable for the actions you've taken, right? And you've let go. You finally let go. So this stagnant energy that you were in, where it felt like you were running in quicksand, that's coming to an end. Oh, there's another ace. Ace of Wands. You've got all 4 aces now. Passionate new beginning. A passionate new beginning for you. A passionate new beginning for you. And it's not going to be with this person. The fallen emperor. I'm hearing fallen angel. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, one more round. Anything? Yeah. Peaceful resolution, moving on, compromise, communication, ending in conflict, because that's the 5 of Swords in reverse. So, you got this. It looks like this, I'm getting this person might come in to offer an apology, to try to like bring peace and harmony. They're being called to by their angels to this conflict, because this contract is over. And if they do have enough, if they have the tenacity and the bravery to come forward, the courage, and at least apologize, even though you know how they pour it on and stuff. You just use your discernment. You know this. Allow them, if they feel comfortable, to apologize, just so it gives it that closure. If they need closure, whatever. Yeah, here's your closure. Although closure was when they abandoned you and then accused you of abandoning them, right? Yeah, I know. Okay. So, guys, if you feel like you need a personal reading, I'm here. I'm just usually creating or waiting for you to email me at paintingsbycatherine, paintingsbycatherine@gmail.com, because I'm quite ready to give personal readings if you want to know this is for you, or if you want to delve a little deeper, use the divinity rod and all the other tools and my psychic gifts to bring clarity to you. Readings are generally half an hour or more, no extra fee if it goes longer. Ancestors usually get chatting pretty heavy. $50 regular, but if you're subscribed for free to my YouTube channel, Earth Angel 3811, it's only $33 for my subscribers. Yeah, it's free. It's because we're in this together. We're a buddy system times whatever amount of numbers we can reach, right? And look, guys, we've been through a lot, but we're walking into the good times now. It's all gonna get good. And you know what? For goodness sakes, could you just you know what? Time to be creative. I'm gonna paint this. I'm gonna paint this canoe paddle. I'll show you how things go. Get creative, guys. They can't mess with your energy or take it, and they can't weigh you down heavily if you're transmuting energy by being creative in any way you can, any way at all, okay? So sending you so much love. Things are about to get amazing. 4 aces, come on, doesn't get better than that. I'd say you are very protected and special to the divine.